Well, hello and good evening. I'm gonna do some more blind chaos, and this time, uh, it's truly blind. Let me give you a little. Hold on, I gotta type something real quick here. So, if you've watched some of my stuff in the past, I've done these blind chaos runs where basically you roll a chaos seed and then you don't look at the flags. It's all scouts honor stuff, right? Just not gonna look at the flags. That's the point. However, Silverthorn on the server, who's our main developer right now on the Discord, has graciously granted me a new flag on the dev branch that just takes the flag menu away. So, for example, if I go to flags here, they're hidden. I couldn't find them even if I wanted them. They're also not in the text log either, so... I'm more excited about that than I should be, but... yeah. Hey, Hefe, yeah, at least the requirements are there. So that's good. I do want to see those. So for this seed, the requirements are 10 characters, 10 espers, 5 dragons, and I only have to do 2 of those. So I'm going to guess that 10 espers and 5 dragons is my deal. However, if I find Seraphim, my bosses are going to gain 72 levels. So fun times had by all. Yeah, that's really it. Can't go over the flags with you because they don't exist. So I'm going to be trying to suss them out as I go. The one sad part about this is I'm not going to be able to validate them at the end, you know? We'll get done and we'll just have to, it'll be what it is. There's no way to pull them out now. They are just super hidden forever. I mean, I guess there's probably some way that you could use the hash or something, but if there is, I don't know what it is. So, anyway, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, let's see what we got to start off with. So stats seem to be pretty good. We got Rage and Natural Magic on Terra, which is awesome. Also, just to show you on the dev branch, you can actually look at the skills on the rages in the in-game, which is freaking awesome. Stop, huh? Muddle. Drop is Muddle. I'm going to remember that for Katana Soul. The rest of it's all kind of crap. There's Aqua Rake on there. You got anything now? Shell. Alright. 10 Phoenix Downs and a Chainsaw. Not bad. Okay. So here we go. We don't know anything about the flags at all. So kind of what we're going to do is there's a few things that we want to find out as soon as possible, which are if it's open world or character gating, which we can already see that it's character gating because I didn't get the option to fly the floating continent. We're also going to try and find out if it's permadeath, because that can always get you. So the way that we figure that out without dying is to see if we can find Phoenix Downs anywhere. Thankfully, chests are not empty or vanilla, so we got that going for us. The random mix seems like it might be high. Oh yeah, what's Y? Oh, Y remove. Baller! Oh yeah, no free progression's another one too, which we will get some idea of here. If we get an Esper or character at the end of this check, we will know that it's off. NFP is no free progression. But if this is a dead check, then we won't know for sure because it can be a dead check anyway, but we'll know if it is progression. And since we started with Terra, gotta come here and get all the loots right off the bat. I had thought about doing some work on Seedbot and working in the dev flags into the chaos calculations, but that's a lot of extra work. I wasn't about to do it yet. Yum yum yum. We're gonna go for all the little treasure chests we wouldn't normally do. I was just so excited to have this flag that I immediately built the argument into Seedbot and started an async, which nobody but me will join. Well, Dr. DT's in there, so. But that's okay, because I'm super happy. I love this. And I think down the road it'll have some really cool implications for mystery seeds, which used to be a thing. We used to do mystery seeds. I guess we sort of ran out of ideas, but all right, so no free progression is off. Hefe, you love to see it. Control. Ugh. Thanks, no thanks. Dang. That sucks. Hope he's alright. That's terrible, terrible timing, but I guess that's when it's going to happen, right? As soon as school starts. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, right. You can... I think I have 2 rage rings. Oh, maybe it was just one. Huh. Yeah, I was thinking of something else. You can take that. You can take that. Oops, nope. You can keep that. I feel you, brother. I feel you on that one. Okay. I forgot what my other 2 skills were, but I'm going to go ahead and take an enemy. Let's see. So, fixed encounters are at least... shuffled. Or random, I guess. They'd be random with this guy. 8 XP. If those were peepers, they usually give crap anyway, so it's hard to tell what XP scaling might be. We're gonna skip South Figaro and go straight here and just see what happens. See what happens. We're gonna do some dog strats. Okay, so there are bosses in fixed encounters. We're gonna try a dance. See what happens. And you, Peepers does White Wind, I think. We're gonna go on the offensive. Cave-in is totally unhelpful here. Thank you very much. This is a good boss to find by accident, though. Sunbath. There we go. That's what I was hoping for, Terra. Ooh, remove Flash's worst, or most, is on. He hasn't used Ultimate yet. First, looking good. Ah, that XP sucked. Ooh, got that big monies, though. Okay, so we might get screwed here, depending on if these fixed encounters also want to be bosses. But I guess we know that we just got to be careful on those kind of checks. So, Elite River, Magitech Factory, Opera House Disruption, all them bad boys. Let's see about MIABs. Okay, so they're shuffled. Let's go ahead and get that Desert Aria. I guess I should check my dances too. Let's see what we got. Hold on one second. Oh. Alright. What was I doing? Checking dances, that's what. Yeah. If there's any amount of boss percentage, it's like 100%. Alright, Wind Song looks awesome. We got Landslide, Wind Slash, and Sunbath. There's Sandstorm, Surge, El Nino, and Poison Frog. That's a good one, too. Whew, these are all pretty okay. That one is alright, too. I think Wind Song if I want a little bit of healing. Love Sonata if I just want a rock face. Gotta be careful with water resistances, but let's do this. Let's go ahead and get I was gonna say maybe we can get White Wind, Pearl Wind, whatever. Okay, so the XP is gross. So XP is either split, or the mod's very low, or the scaling is dumb, like set to time times 4 or something. This guy's probably gonna blow up in my face. They have so much! And so I was afraid Harvester would be up on a high chance. Ooh. I guess we could test XP if we took somebody out of the party and fought something. There you go. Oh. Oh. I'm like, how did that work? That looked like a Pearl Lance. That's because she's actually wearing a break blade, silly. We're gonna be fighting forever to gain them levels. Hopefully we'll find some experience eggs somewhere. We also got to be careful. If you find Sarah from earlier, we're going to have to reset. Because I can't be affording 72 extra boss levels. Who knows, Hefe? Who knows? Especially if you're like me and you never go to the freaking store. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do that. What you got up here, huh? XP eggs? No. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not here in the world of balance. I do have Y remove. I need to go do locks check. Let's see. There's dried meat. Is this... This looks like it might be original shops. Let's see. No. Not original. That stuff wouldn't have been there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Looks like it might be original prices or something, but... So we could still find XP eggs in shops if that flag's not on, you know? We may never know. That's the joy, right? Well, let's see. What you got, Buddy Pal? Shurikens? Actually, are those Ninja Stars? Ninja Stars. I'm not gonna wait. I'll take that, though. Seems like the money is good, so... I'll just pump that up. So I haven't seen any Phoenix Downs yet, which makes me suspicious that this is permadeath. What up, imp? You gotta get in on these mystery seeds now, buddy. Things are getting real. Heal rod. Oh boy. It's nice when I keep finding all this money in these buckets too. Hot dog! Let's go do Locke's thing. I feel you, mental bandwidth. I don't have any of that either. Excuse me, door. Coming through. Ooh, that double poison rod score. Aegis Shield. Scimitar. Scimitar, maybe? Echo screen, huh? I don't know if it's faster to go this way, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. What about you down here, little guy? What you got? 22. Come on, gang. Nobody likes that. Whoops. Well, I was feeling tired, I guess, so here I am. Sleeping it out. What you got for me, pal? Ooh. Valiant Knife and Dragon Horn? Well, I do declare. I think I'm gonna be going for that later. Time to get stabbing. Hey, we might run into a old Katana Soul right here. You never know. I just gotta find me some boots. Y'all better get out of my way. I ain't playing around. I would drink out of that bucket, but I accidentally fell asleep in that old guy's bed, so... I don't need it! Oh, she has 60 magic. Holy. Holy moly! Oh yeah, can anybody equip the Valiant Knife? Let's at least look. No. Well. Boo to you, boo! Oh, this guy. Nobody likes you, Master Pug. Well, well, well. Okay, then. That's okay. One step closer to finding the old Katana Soul. Alright, well. Let's, let's go see a man about a dragon horn. That should make you feel good, Boo. If I start jumping, right? That's what you live for. Doing it for you. Let's see, I gotta find me a good old lance now, too, huh? And the boots. Can't forget the boots. Oh, everybody can equip Rage Ring. It's too good to pass up. It's such a good relic. Out of the way, fools. Let's go ahead and get that on, people. There's no fire damage, no lightning damage right there, baby! Oh, there's old Gal hanging out with his stinky buddy. Oh, look. Perfect. We can go shopping. Alrighty. We're not gonna learn Dusk Requiem now, but that's okay. It's not a dragon horn. You don't know. You don't know what it is. Or I should put him in the front row. Let's see, what am I doing? Where's the thing I was looking at? Chimera. Yeah, that's the one. Here, Beavis. I haven't watched that show since I was just a lad. I used to love it. And then I watched some when I was older and was like, what the hell? What was I thinking? This wind song, though, with Landslide being the common one, fallen. Oh, yeah? Yeah, maybe I'll watch it. Probably not. But maybe. But probably not. Alright, well that was some decent-ish XP. So it could be that it's based on time. Sword Tech and Natural Magic. Freaking baller, dude. I'm in it. No, Oh, there's a gold lance. Ah, haha, okay. Okay, so we got everything we need. Except for the boots. We got a lance, we got a horn. We got 2 dragoons. Everything's really looking up here. Let's just head on up to top of this here mountain. What were my dragon requirements? 5? Excuse me. Will be no problem with Y remove, but I have no espers yet. I thought that I'd be just raking them in, but these characters, though. You'll never get this Magus Rod. Well. Wouldn't it be great if this was a Magus Rod as a reward? I make myself laugh. I mean, it wasn't, but it could have been. Okay, let's see. You can take that. We're gonna put you in the front, you in the front. You in the front. Not you, though, because you got sword tech. Actually, probably should keep Mog in the back because he's dancing. What am I thinking? Forget what everybody has. Silly me. Alright, well, let's do this. We're not going to get a character here, but maybe we'll get our very first Esper. 7 checks in. I think about, you know, now that I have kids and I think about the stuff that my kids say, I remember the kind of stuff that I used to say when I was younger, especially after watching Beavis and Butthead. And calling people butt munch and things like that. I would lose my mind if my kids were using words like butt munch. What did you say? Oh, I should use retort. Just like vanilla. I was just hoping he wouldn't last long enough. Yeah, take this landslide, Cracker Jack. Ha! Hey, we got a cure spell. Rolling. Okay, well. Oh, yeah. Here's one of the nice things about the dev branch. I don't have to walk down from the mountain. Ain't that just nice? Great quality of life. Alright, I gotta find them boots, though. Hopefully they'll be in South Figaro World of Balance, where I can get them at a steep discount. Because they sure do love Garad there. Oh, yeah, Paradis. What a guy. Way to make us feel great. I'm not sure that there's any Espers in this seed, though. I'm a little suspicious. Well. Alright, here we go. It's time. There they is. We get 2 of them, actually. Might as well just loot the rest of this place, too. Why not? Still don't know about permadeath. Still haven't seen any Phoenix Downs, I don't think. And we started with 10, so I'm not that worried about it. But, just be nice to know. I mean, chances of it being on in a Chaos Seed are not super high. It's less than 10%. I think it's 7%, but it's kind of like whenever you've got 3% boss chance, like that's basically the same thing as 100%, so. Alright, well, all the shops were pretty much garbage except for my Dragoon boots. That's what I really wanted anyway, so it's fine. We just got to figure out who's got the most strength. Is it Garad or Mogri? Find out in the next episode of We'll Check Later. These poor people in their completely looted house. Thanks for letting me in. I'm going to take all of your stuff. Elastoid, what's up, man? How are you? Oh, I'm here. How you feeling? A lot of revivifies, though. A lot of revivifies. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Striker and beads. Alright, well, here comes chest number 69. And it's Magicite. Well, what do you expect? Okie dokie, let's see. 52. Oh yeah, it's definitely you, pal. Dragon Horn, Dragoon Boots. Which means you're gonna have to give up the Pearl Lance. But you can take the Gold Lance because I'm still gonna have you jump? Well, maybe not actually. Those dances are really kicking it, so I think that's what we're gonna keep doing. Still not a single freaking Esper though. Actually, I'm just gonna go here for the 2 Monster Hunter boxes. But I'd rather finish this one for the 2 Monster Hunter boxes, and maybe I can also get an Esper at the Thief. There have to be some somewhere. It simply must. Your mom doesn't have enough money. What do you got? I need to watch Breaking Bad. There's Nesper. Only watched the first season and a half or so. There's Strength. Yes, please. What was that? Fire 3 that you can't even equip that. I guess you can though, so that's good. Game of Thrones. I really enjoyed Game of Thrones though. I hear you, Hefe. Alright, let's see. There you are. Alright, we're gonna try some real fancy stuff here. We're gonna do drop. Watch this. These are some real big brain strats right here. Oh man. Using the rage that has Muddle on Katana Soul for a one-hit kill. Snap! And that cat hood money coming through. That's insane. Insane. I love it. We're actually going to go ahead and do this whole jumping thing now, though. You can take Dragoon Boots. You can take the Moogle Charm. Take these earrings. There we go. Insanity. This is silly. I guess Sabin will have a weapon now. I just gotta find somebody to equip this Valiant Knife, and we're freaking set. Everybody hated the last 2 seasons, boom. It was kind of like Lost. They freaking phoned it in big time. Why explain anything? Let's have all this stuff go and then make it the kid. Whatever. Who cares? We got our money. Peace! Force Shield number 2. This is the dead checkiest seed I ever done seen. I tell you what. Oh, there's Phoenix Downs. Alright, well, it's not permadeath. Alright. Not that it matters, because apparently everything is weaker than dirt. But I don't have to worry about the weak dirt stuff killing me, at least, I guess. Alright, let's, Actually... Let's go, let's break a little bit of logic and kill a dragon. See if we can kill a dragon, I guess. Because I don't know if they're scaled or not. But I got a lot of elemental protection. And I got a save point right before this one, so... Ooh, excuse me, holy moly. Probably don't need these chests, but I don't care. I like seeing Behemoth suit. Wall ring, hot diggity dog. Foul shown? Walk across this totally safe looking rickety bridge. Okay, let's see. Sabine. Give them tiger fangs. Give you my other force shield. Oh, somebody can equip this. Oh, nobody can equip the other behemoth suit, eh? Maybe it'll be whoever it is that ends up equipping the Valiant Knife. Wouldn't that be just super nice? Alright, scoliosis. Let's see. Nothing there. What is she attacking? I don't even know what to do here. Let's just do Lobo. And I guess fight? Guess that's what we're doing. Well, the dragons are scaled. That much is for certain. But he could probably take off more with landslide. Alright. Well, there we go. There it is. MPs is crazy. Terra just learned Merton. Hot diggity dog. Things are turning around big time. Let's do this Pearl Lance on you. Let's give you this, and this, and this. Alright, let's take a look-see here. Protected, protected, protected. So Edgar needs protection. Do I have anything? I probably don't. I don't have any more rage rings, do I? That's fine, he can jump. He can jump and then I'll cast Merton. Perfect. Whoops. I forgot the Hefe trick, which is to just walk right, press Y. Alright. Another character. Yeah. I do think I lucked out big time. There's nothing suspicious happening so far. Pretty sure that boss scaling is super low. Yes, it is. And from where I'm from, Yingling just comes right down the street. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna actually take the Yeti. Because Sabin ain't doing nothing anyway. The Yingling Brewery is like an hour from my house. And it's amazing. Ah, thought maybe he could equip it, but... Alright, Rage Ring and... Black Belt, I guess. Getting hits in. Kara, we're gonna put you in the back because you're not gonna be attacking anymore. You are gonna be slapping fools or hurting. Everybody loves a good Yingling, man. It's a good beer. It is good. Whoops. I don't have any mobile charm anymore. I feel like I need to learn. Why, yes, FA, yes it is. It's because you know, I've been to the brewery and they take you on the tour and tell you the story and all that stuff, but they were open before. They're not technically the first brewery that ever opened, I don't think, but they are the brewery that has been open the longest, as in they were open before Prohibition, and then Prohibition happened and everybody else just went out of business or started doing something else. And Yingling they got smart about it, so they started selling ice cream instead. So they changed into an ice cream store or whatever, and they still made beer without anybody knowing, and they would store the beer like in and behind the ice cream freezers, and then it was kind of like a speakeasy or whatever where people would come in and, you know, they asked for the special ice cream or whatever. And so they survived Prohibition, so it's all technicalities, you know what I mean? When I say they're the oldest brewery, they're like the oldest surviving brewery, but... Well, I think that was sort of a common thing, was people would, you know, make... Because it didn't draw suspicion if you had ice cream, like all these big giant freezers and stuff, if you were selling ice cream. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm about to cast Merton on this fool, who I can't jump on with him, because I put a Pearl Lance on him. Oh, I didn't even see what he used. What did he use? Haha, love that. All I gotta do is go get another Rage Ring, and that's just good to go. Ah, he can't jump then. He needs that red jacket. There was a red jacket in somewhere. I don't remember where. I'll just keep jumping like this. XP's picking up too, so that's nice. Another freaking snow muffler too. Ballin'. Could've just put it on when I got in my menu for the save point. A bubble attack, gotcha. Alright, so I guess that's the only thing that could trip this whole thing up is random abilities. Be like the seed I played last night where a freaking Pandora's box or whatever that thing is cast Goner on me out of nowhere. Like, what the... Alright, let's see here. I think I have... I thought I saw somebody with Berserk. Probably not. Alright, do I have anything that I can jump with? Nope. Alright, well... we're just gonna put everybody on freaking rage mode. Gotta wait. There's old Whirlwind. Cast by the person with the least amount of hit points. Strong move. That's alright. That's not gonna hurt anybody except Ed. This is fine. Yeti with a Rage Ring means that he's going to be throwing fools around most of the time. Mog's got Landslide if he chooses to use it. Terra will keep us topped off. Uh-oh. Don't kill the only person that I can control. I mean, I guess I made the choice. I chose this life. Come on, Terra, heal up. I guess I'll see if she does, and if not, I guess I'll cast Cure. Let's see. Okay. We good? Excuse me. Wow, are you serious, dude? Talking about some good targeting, I guess. This is where we live now. Well, it's just up to Mog and tomorrow. Terra's just gonna heal. Oof. Now just Mog and tomorrow. Only one's left. Come on, let's finish this. Let me get my sweet little Mega Elixir. Oh, I probably should have used Grasshopper. I'm pretty sure that does Berserk, right? Well, we cast it on my own party, though. Not on him. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Of course, this dude's got tons of hit points. Come on. Yeah, keep using that. It's working out real good for you. And of course, Mog was using Landslide like crazy earlier. Now, nothing. Appreciate you on that, bro. Uh-oh. Alright. It's up to the Moogle. Pull through for me, Rav. Yeah. He's got lots of magic defense, which is working out so far, so that's good. Can't dodge a water edge, though. And I keep thinking, so HP scaling must be fairly high. I mean, I know that Magimaster has a decent HP pool to begin with, but I feel like I've done a lot of damage to this guy. There he goes. Split XP is not on, so we can mark that off the list. Still no Esper, holy moly. Hey, there's XP egg though. Alright, who gets it? Tough call. Terra with the Merton. Ed with the jumping. I think Ed, well, can't equip it without Without losing out on jumping, though, so... Well, boo, that's what I was thinking, but then I won't have my horn. I guess it doesn't matter, right? He's barely doing anything anyway. Just get rid of the horn, give him the egg, and then he can get horny later when he's stronger. Investment! It's probably true because Terra has like almost 70 magic power, so she's not going to need a ton of levels to make Merton work out. Hello, Mr. Presenter. What do I have for you today? How about this delicious potion? Ye oldie pod bracelet. Whoops. Holy moly, another character. So I'm up to 6 characters and 1 Esper. Ay, this feels like the seed of the week. Oh, I knew it was going to be Gal. What was I thinking? I knew that. Silly me. Random bosses coming at ya. Okay, well. There he goes. Alright, let's see. What can she do? She can just keep healing, I guess. That seemed like it worked out okay. I don't have anything that can do any sort of... Nothing that can do any kind of non-elemental damage, so here we go. Here we go again. I wonder how much this will do. Probably not much. Actually, it probably will do nothing. Because it does not ignore defense, it's probably going to take off like 6. Yeah, but I don't like the auction house. Boo, I hate the auction house. I don't want to go. Toad's worth it, Edgar. That was my fault for putting you up to it, though. Tomorrow, how about you start using that strength, tossing fools. Uh-oh. That's not good. I feel like this is going to end badly. Alright, Edgar's still alive. He can be on Phoenix Down duty. We can get old Umaro up and toss him again. Uh-oh. That's fine, just fine. Should have been using that the first time. Yep, keep the slides coming. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's get our girl up. Come on, Umaro. You toss me already? Just toss me like one of your French girls. Yeah. Thanks, Mog. Real appreciate you there. I think he's dead. Annoying, the one person who can't absorb fire, and that's who you target with that. Ugh. Oh man. Uh-oh, and it healed too? Great. Just great. might call this one. Who wants Gao anyway, right? Nobody. Nobody. Oakley dokley, let's see. What are the chances? 2 Magic Masters back to back, though, you know? Sometimes you win the lottery, I guess. Did I... Okay, so I didn't... Oh look, it's not a character, that's good. What up, Siegfried? What you doing, old buddy, old pal? Excuse me, let's look. I forget. So 5 dragons, that's what I need. And I don't have to worry about the boss levels with Seraphim because there are no espers anywhere. So it's fine. Never thought that I would get 10 characters before 10 espers. I never. If you told me, I'd say you're crazy, sir. I believe you not. Hello, Scatma. Another boss I can't use my pearl weapons on. But I can use fire. Freaking Seedbot, what's your problem, dude? What am I gonna do with you? I don't know. I can't cast any of the stuff that I want to cast because it won't work on you. I'll just attack, I guess. Yeah, use White Dragon. Smart move, bro. Oh, I should at least use Lobo or something. That's what we're gonna do. Freaking Lobo. If I use Windsong, he's gonna use, would definitely use, Wind Slash instead of Landslide, which is what I would want. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna hold off until... Oh, crap, I haven't seen that actually happen before. Oh, there he goes. Atma is one of the easiest bosses in the game. Everybody always freaks out when they see him, but he's like just so easy cheesy. Unless all of your offense is holy. Hey, there's an Esper. They saw that coming. Stamina. Cure 2, though. Dun, 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 dun. Nonsense, it's been fixed. I didn't even say anything to you, bro. Come up to me yelling about nonsense? You're nonsense. Yeah, let's go ahead and burrow under the sand here. Get on over to the other side. Feel like a freaking doom worm right now. Let's see, I could still find Gigantos or Pugs. I wouldn't mind Pugs because that would get me my Merton protection all the way around, which I wouldn't mind. Well, I believe that. Scaled elemental abilities is one of my favorite things about this game. It's just so... What a double down, I think it was Double Down said it, so elegant. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. I don't know if that was Double Down that said that, so if it was somebody else, I apologize for paraphrasing incorrectly. Or crediting incorrectly, I guess. You hate scaled abilities? Well, sir. Telstar? Alright, let's go ahead and try and get White Wind again. Not that it matters, because I don't have any lore users, but if I do have a lore user one day... Hey, look, it's Green Beret. Comes dragon number 3 of 5, which means we just gotta finish getting these freaking characters, since that's all we get. Maybe there'll be another character down here. Why am I still checking chests, you ask? I don't know. Why not? Esperino? Is it? Can it be? Hot dog. Another Merton, huh? And more stamina? Hot dog. Hot diggity diggity dog. What up, Bluey? Quasar? Well, my goodness. Oh yeah. Well, you still can. Just turn the flag off, man. Then I actually have 2 wall rings. I could have been owning this seed and its multi-Magimaster madness. Alright, well, oh, there we go. That was easy enough. Gem box. This is a great seed. I love it. Everything is just great. I have a V-knife I can't use. I have no espers. I got a Magimaster I don't want to kill. It's alright. It's fine. Maybe we'll just do Leet River. Because why not? Oh. Like, why is this door not opening? Because it's covered in sand. You silly guy. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, well. Watch your step. Thorn, what's up, man? It's a beautiful thing. It's fantastic. I got super friendly seeds from Seedbot, except for the fact that until now he hasn't given me any freaking espers at all. Now I'm getting some. And Terra can't equip anything. I thought she could equip Bahamut. Was that? What happened with that? Wasn't she able to equip Bahamut before? Am I hallucinating? Can you, well, if you Y remove whenever you're under the ground, doesn't that mess something up? Isn't that how that works? Let's take some tents, I guess. $100 chests, friends. So Thorn, I know I've said it in the Discord and stuff, but I offer my sincere gratitude for this flag. I love it. I just love it. You just can't ever go back. Charlie, you can never go back. Okie dokie. And I gotta say, I guess I wasn't expecting, I didn't read through all the release notes or whatever, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised that if you use it with the spoiler log on, you still get the spoiler log, which is very well done. So thank you for that also. That makes for some really fun, fun stuff there. And Hefe, I guess that would make sense because the castle would be under the sand. You'd never see it again. Oh, look, it's the tentacles. About to get my Martin on. Oh no, it healed that guy. I never saw it coming. Oh, well. Now I don't have to think about what to have her use because she's captured. Alright, well, I guess makes, yeah, what am I trying to say? It's silly for Ed to learn Merton when he's the only one that can't defend against it. If I can remember where that red jacket was it in... Maybe it was in Mobla's, actually. Okay, now the espers are starting to flow like honey. Let's go check. Because if the red jacket is in Mobla's, and it might have been in Thamasa too. It was in one of the first shops that I saw. These are the first places I went, so it's either here or Thamasa. It's not there. So it 100% must be in Thamasa. No other option. Because as long as Ed can wear that, then we're fully protected. I don't have to worry about them silly jumps anymore. Alright then. Oh, that towel robe the whole time, huh? Let's see. Are there any magical hats in here that Terra can wear? Like this tiara, perhaps? Let's go ahead and do that Aegis shield too, shall we? Don't know how I feel about that though. Still no Esper for Terra. Poor Terra. There's Warp. Remedy though, Remedy's good. Let's not make fart noises at Remedy. Excuse me. Alright, well let's go, since we're really grasping at straws here. Let's see if this is an... I guess we only need... Oh, I mean, we only need 5 of each, characters or Espers. I mean, Espers are a lot easier to come by, though, overall. Because of them multi-checks, because of Magitech Factory, which I need to go to. Hello. Are you my first Esper for old Terra? Nope. They're like, screw you, Terra. We don't care if you do have 1,000 magic power. You're not going to be able to use it. Well, you know, that's what happens sometimes, I guess. Maybe, well, I don't need Pugs anymore for Minerva because I got everything I need, so. There it is, box set. That's the guy. That's the freaking guy that used Goner on me last night. Look here, freaking guy. Let's see. Can I X-zone these fools? Is it worth the MP? I guess we'll find out. Here I am using all this magic stuff on these people that can't be attacked by magic. 86. Landslide will do me good, though. Nizois. Whoops. Well, hold on just a second there, little guys. Oh! Screw them ghosts. Haha. Apparently the one that comes at you is one of those. Well, if you mess with the Figaro, you get the horn. Whoops. Don't go in that way, silly guy. Well, just in case it's old Doomer Gaze, I have 3 people at level 5. It's probably Magimaster again. Reminds me of a good old KGP mini weeks final, the finale, whatever. I think we had 3 Magimasters in that one, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't. Let's see. This guy will be okay with Merton, but let's get old Ed in the air. Oh wait, he doesn't need to be in the air anymore. That's right. We'll take them free heals. Thank you very much. Thorn, it doesn't currently. I was working on it, actually. But I just never actually finished it. But it's on my list of things to do, because I really want to have that fun. What am I doing with you? But I was so excited by this flag that I just had to do this. And then my next step is to build it in. And I'm not sure the best way to do it, since some of the dev flags, because I could just do it to where if the flag exists, it just rolls on dev, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And just make it smart like that. But since there are, well, let's say since there's overlapping flags like auto sprint and then the move stuff, but I could just put them all in the same category. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I just gotta sit down and do it. One moment, please. Alright, sorry about that. B-Dash is amazing. I actually, a couple times, even in this seed, have hit B thinking maybe it was going to happen. What am I doing? I just finished this, didn't I? Well, fight Ghost Train, I guess. Why don't we do this? Why don't we see if whatchamacallit flag is on? Well, there you go. For anybody who wasn't aware, after you finish the Phantom Train check, you can come back and let's just kill this guy. You can come back and find the actual Phantom Train at the check as many times as you want. You can redo this battle into infinity if you wish. Wump! See ya, Umaro. I certainly didn't mean to come here and do this, but... But this is great if you have the suplex a train objective, because as long as you have Sabin, you can do it. Whether you've found the actual Phantom Train boss or not, because he will always be there after the check. So, that's a thing. Alright, so I need 2 more Esper, or 4 more Espers. We're gonna go do, oh, why did I heal here? I could have healed in Vector! We're gonna go to that place. You know, the place with the music. Wasn't really thinking. Run, run, run. Time for the best check in the game. Game. Definitely gonna be 2 Espers too. Defiantly gonna be. Actually, I should probably... Still nothing, huh? Okay, well, you don't need that anymore. Ice 2, Fire 2. Bum 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 bum. Alright, let's see what we get here, laddie. Hey, here, look, it's Funbaba. What a guy. Let's use this. And... this. We could probably take off more with Merton and his silly jumps, so let's do that too. It is Merton Seed after all, ain't it? Probably use Fire 3. This is why I'm not a professional. $2,000? Come on, Ed! I'm spending too much time on the throne. Not enough time in the streets! I need Osmos is what I need. Oh, by the way, Silverthorn, this new remove flashes from the bosses is freaking perfect. Amazing. Look at that. Well, would you look at there? Might be better off making him a offering at my user instead of a jumper. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now. Bum, 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 bum. Make Mog my jumper. Your mom's an El Nino. You got the old Pearly Lance. Oh, freaking that. Man. What do I do with you? Grand Train? What the? Oh wait, I can use White Dragon. Freaking Grand Train. The ability scaling is pretty good, I guess, because they're already using this kind of stuff. I was like, who's casting Sunbath? It's that guy. Oh yeah. Dolly hand down. We're gonna have to go do the mine carts, I think. It's feeling right. Especially after that whole State of the Week. I mean, no spoilers. Hey look, the first thing, and it's Bolt 1 with no extras. So that's cool. Let's see, I have one sleeping bag. You can use that Turabob. Hop in this here mine cart. We're gonna have us some fun, boys. Look at all the lights. Oh yeah, bosses. What do I want to do here? Part of me feels silly using Merton here. So I'll use Pearl instead. At least it's free. Bam. There's that. Terra learned Volt, her first and only Esper spell. These are looking real good. Full elemental coverage. Go ahead, Umaro. Show us what you got. Got him. All right. Hey, look. It's Ultros again. Hey, buddy. Oh, wow, he lived through that. Way to go, Ulti. I never would have guessed it. Krakow! Wait, what level are we? Okay, I've only got one level 5 person. I'll take the risk. Magicite? Perfect, look at that! And we're being revisited by the spirit of tunnel armor. Hey, look! I'm so glad that I learned Bolt. Ooh, take that. Yeah. Hello? She was like, did somebody wave to me? At the time, no. Thanks, Hefe. She really needed that. Alright, Tara, is this your second Esper? Nope. Of course not. You know what? You just need that strength. The rest of the stuff doesn't even matter. What is this? She need to lift her spirits before bedtime. Ah, crap. This is why I'm tonic. Because I do checks twice, and then I save and then go back up on the airship when I'm actually trying to go down. I'm pretty sure I just saw Cyan. There's another quality of life. Yep, there he is. This check is peekable on the dev branch. You can see who's your reward by their silhouette. So if I were a smart man, I would stop right now, but I am not a smart man. And Cyan has some really great checks for Espers, so Doma Castle in the world of Ruin will be 2 Espers almost guaranteed. That's just math. And I could just go do the freaking auction house, but I hate that place. I hate it! Oh, can you? I didn't even know you could. There's the real shame. Merton. Yet another reason why I am not, well, I guess I'm probably out of tonic now, right? So I'll be a potion next season. I've really proven myself, coach! I'm gonna have to try it out. Didn't even know it was a thing. Cyan, can you replace Umaro? Do you have what it takes to wield a V-knife, bro? Oh yeah! We're gonna be potions together. Maybe we'll be in the same division. Wouldn't that be sweet? Alright, well you got runic, so that's sad. But can you equip the V-knife? Nope. Sorry then, Cyan. You can sayonara. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. I was going to do it anyway, even though I was telling myself I don't need to, because I'm going to get my espers here. In the world of ruin. Like a real man. Excuse me. I feel bad every time I burp on stream, but then I'm like burping on stream almost constantly, so it's a sorry not sorry type thing, I guess. Look here, cat. You wanted to be in here to eat the last 2 pieces of food, now you're stuck. Get over it. Who remembers back in the day when you only had to get one of the Stooges? Man, those were the days. Oh boy. Getting all these really cool bosses to have to fight over and over again. That's right, I know this is going to heal that guy, but it'll kill the other 2. And then Ed can take the last one out with his lightsaber. Everything worked out better than expected. And it's a Magicite. See? I know what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, I know what I'm talking about. We'll get at least one more Magicite at the end of this. There are 2 dragons in Kefgur's Tower. That's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote. I got time for one more seed after this, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. What to do. I've got Blame the Bot, which is some more just crazy flag action. I'm not sure if I want to play 2 crazy flag seeds back to back. I'm also got the draft async I could do. I could also do something totally not based on an async and then Discord. It's also an option. What do? What do? I thought about playing a beta tester seed just to show off all of the beta stuff. Since I show them off in bits and pieces, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a beta tester preset, show off everything. Draft. I feel like the draft has been, not that I have been in it every time, but I sort of pay attention to all the race rooms and stuff. And I feel like the draft has been super quick lately, just all around. Everybody's like, just give me a fast seed. Yeah, Thorn, that's what I'm saying. It drives me crazy that there's not more people who are just as insanely into developmental features. Developmental. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I'll just say dev. Dev features. I love it. I think I just saved on my main save. It's fine. I love it. I spend my almost entire time on the dev branch. I know not everybody's like me. But we're going to highlight the stuff anyway, because it's good to see. We're going to put you in the front row, and whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. What do I do with you? I don't like this. Probably should have waited until Mog landed anyway, since he's going to heal the dang thing. $2,200, get out of my face. Alright. Well, that was dumb. Alright, we'll just do this. That Aura Lance is available now, I think. Oh, Hefe. Oh, oh, you. I'm my true master beta. Oh, jeez. Nice targeting, Umaro. Landslide, really, dude? Come on, Ed. There you go. The best thing about Soul Savers is they do their death animation before Reg Souls every time. Love it. It's great. It's perfect, actually. Alright, here we go. Esper number 10 and 11, and maybe Terra will be able to equip one of them. Doubtful, but possible. So, Espers are random equipable. They're not random balanced. There's no way, because, I mean, I guess there is, but it seems improbable, considering Edgar can equip almost everything and Terra can equip almost nothing. I mean, I haven't even found half the Espers yet, so it's still possible, but it just doesn't seem like it. Oh, shizzle. I'm sure they are. You can't trick me though. I'm not going there. Hey, look, quick. Don't you try to play your games with me, Elastoid. I'm not going to the auction house. Ain't no way. Damn it. Well, fine. Dick move, bro. Alright. Let's see. Glowing stones are still available. Ooh, dang. Hey, look. If I had another Atma weapon, that'd be cool. What could Ed do? Atma weapon scimitar? I do have all the Espers I need. But, you know, I gotta respect the channel points, Hefe. How much money I got? 78K? Dang, I'm balling. I should just check just to see if they got flame shields here. Because if they do... I do have to respect the channel points. I created them. It would be rude of me not to do it. Oh, really? What the... What are the odds of the Splendid Chest and one of the Espers that isn't really an Esper also being a Genji Glove? Freaking Hefe. What the hell? Fine, guys. Alright, I did the auction house. That's technically a check. It shows up on the tracker. I'm not doing the next one. I'm actually getting rid of that guy, just in case. And that guy. And I'm going to check for a flame shield, too. Get over it. Hey, yo. Hey, look, Magus hats, though. That's nice. I like put that on your head. Alright. Channel point abuse, I say. Should be a cutoff when I'm in go mode. So I'm not technically in go mode, but basically. What you got, pal? I don't need any of this stuff, but I'll take a couple of those. Alright, here we go. Watch it be, I guess you're right, Hefe. But still. But still. It can't be as bad as the Dark Tower, you know? Which, when I look back on it and now know that Locke could have equipped the Moogle Charm the whole time, just like, what the heck? What the heck was I thinking? You wouldn't. If I play another seed, I'm gonna have to have some time. I can't spend the whole time doing checks for all eternity. Hey, look, great. Here we go. Okay. What's gonna do more? Him casting ice 2 or him hoping to hit him with a atma weapon? Let's find out. Probably that. Just put Terra in the front row. I found out not too long ago, that's the word I'm looking for, that the procs on weapons depend on the row, which I did not know. But if I want my Blizzard Sword to proc a higher damage Blizzard spell, I have to be in the front row when it procs. Which sort of makes sense, I guess. Doesn't mean that I like it. Should just put Terra in the front row. I keep moving her up there anyway. For stupid stuff like Rexol and the Stooges. Things that she can't cast Merton on. Merton is not the answer to everything, folks. Believe it or not. Why am I even fighting these guys? I don't know. I don't know at all. I don't need the XP. Uh-oh. My green screen's starting to show. All my natural light has left. The creases. The green screen creases. I just need better lighting in my office. My light sucks. It's like a 32-watt bulb. It's like half dead. Well, would you looky here? Get off of tomorrow. Nobody likes you. Except for me. I am using you, so there's that. So somebody liked you at least a little bit. Oh yeah, you're still in here. Freaking cat! Know what he's doing. Climbing all over my stuff. Oh snap! Tournament of the Month, Pod 2, Racing Live on the Worlds Collide channel. I'm gonna have to put that up on my other screen. What is I'm doing here? Win song, why not? Hey, look at there. Look at there, get yourself a little sunbath for Edgar so he can attack with his stronger Atma weapons. Words and stuff. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and go on over to Twitch. Gotta represent. Let's go over to Worlds Collide. Dang, Ed's getting that stuff. That pod's scary too. I'm like over my tournament threshold. I can't do any more. So I haven't really been paying attention to this one, but all right. Here's what we're doing. I gotta get to Kefka's Tower before anybody else does anything. Go, 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 go! Land the airship! Ha! Oh, crap. Ooh! Oh, crap. I'm safe. You can't get me with your channel points anymore. You can't hurt me anymore. Alright, let's see. You go down this path. You go down this path, and you can go with him. I haven't played the Loose Glass Cannons flag set either, but it looks fun, just from what I've heard about it. Okay, let's see. Why don't you take a little Moogle Charm there, buddy pal? Okay, have you learned all this stuff? Yes, what's on Palador? Strength, hello. +2, don't mind if I do. Have I gotten everything else? Yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was the one that I just had. Oh, Hefe, I do see what you did there. You are a very clever guy. Very clever guy. Oh, I gotta go for this chest. Always gotta do it. Doom darts, totes worth. Too bad you can't Y remove this guy. That'd be swell. Magimaster incoming. It's alright, I got Quadra Slice. Oh no, it's just at my weapon. using Runic like he's going to use any actual magic with freaking random abilities. We all know that's not happening. Nice. Alright, now I just gotta kill these here dragons. Which Dargon are we gonna get? I guess, you know, since it's random bosses, and I only need 5 dragons, I could find... Wasn't really thinking about that, but I could find ones that are duplicate. I hope not. Let's seriously hope not. Oh, come on now, guy. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'll be right back. Alright. Storm me down, storm me down. A Ragnarok sword, you say? I think that I'd rather have that control ability. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another red jacket for you, huh? You can survive Terra's Mertrons. Oh, she can equip that, but she doesn't need. And she already has all of Kieran's stuff, right? No, but she can gain HP, so let's just hold on to that. Like totally watching this other stream while I'm doing this. Not that I'm not invested, guys. Just because I love watching people race worlds collide. Excuse me, especially good racers. I see shock and illuminas. All kinds of stuff. There we go. Of course. Of course. Red Dragon, the one that I can't hit with anything that Terra's using. And we're dead. Love this journey for me. Okay, well, we're gonna do this first then. Freaking bull mess. That's the kind of stuff you gotta worry about with. Let's put her in the front row so she can use her freaking blizzard sword. But this is exactly the kind of crap you gotta worry about with random abilities. Pretty sure I just saw somebody get a Valiant knife over there too. Crazy! Pew, pew. And you would think with fire protection we'd be okay at Red Dragon. See, that's where you're wrong. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna Lobo it up. There goes Sabin, so it's all or nothing now. On freaking fighting with a blizzard sword. All I gotta get is one proc, and I think I'll be okay, but I might not live long enough to get one proc. Come on. Use a fire spell, dude. Proc. Yes! Oh, well, that wasn't as good as I thought, but we lived. Thank God for the Lobo Rage. Tuscan our way to victory. Well, I don't feel great about that. So far, Merton has not been the boon that I have expected. It's okay, it's going to work out on the final battle. It sure is. Alright, well, you're dead. Well, I do declare, if I live through this, which I didn't. Well, friends and neighbors, ye oldie random abilities coming at ya. Let's see if Cyan can at least live one turn. What do you think? Nope. Alright, Ed, let's do this, buddy. He even had Shell on. That Force Shield can't block Ultima. Let's say I only need to make it through one rotation, I think. But Lord Almighty. You're right, Hefe. You're always right. Always right. I do declare. There it is. Unlock Final Kefka. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do too. We're going to do Genji Glove and Ragnarok Scimitar. Not Ragnarok Scimitar, Ragnarok Atma Weapon. Is that what I did? Okay. That way we can control our bodies. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Dude, you're always right. What am I doing? Run, 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 run. We must go! Furries. The two furries, we gotta go. They're both even wearing snow mufflers. They should be basically unkillable. 2 rage rings, 2 snow mufflers. They're protected against the main 3 elements completely, and all physical abilities. But unfortunately for me, random abilities means no monster is going to use anything like that. It's all going to be Meteo, Ultima, and Grand Train. And unfortunately, Rage Rings don't protect against that. Bop, 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 bop. Da, 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 da. All right. It is time. It's time for Edgar to show us what he's made of. It's also time to go ahead and bring Homeboy Cyan back just in case we need a body to absorb some hits. Oh my word. Alright, well, this is good because I think he's still going to be casting Doom and other stupid things like that, so... Nope. He's going to be casting Goner like a real dickweed. Okay. Well, hey. That's not so bad. Do I heal him yet? No. I don't want to waste one of my beautiful X potions. Do now. Glad I waited. Holy moly. Whoa. You almost got me, Doomgaze. You son of a gun. Just trying to make a fool out of me at the very end, are you? Well, better watch yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. How many times are you going to condemn me? Oh, I forgot to click my timer when I got into Kefka's tower. Whoops! Not going to be able to enter that on the Stats Collide. What is Stats Collide, you say? Oh, I don't know. Dun 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 dun. Okie dokie. Okay, so what do I do now? Do I do offering Genji Glove with that stuff? No way. No freaking way. How about I do beads so he can dodge all the things? Yeah. Whoa. Crystal Helm, huh? Well, I guess that's it. Alright, well let's do Esper's Palador. Terra can equip Golem. It's one of the only things she can equip, so we're gonna stick with that. Stat Hub. I liked Stat Hub. I thought that it was very classy. Incredibly classy. These guys again. Just, you know, a casual Grand Train counter. Gross. Come on, Umaro. Get your targeting right. Really, dude? Get out of my face with your flares. Really, Umaro? Uh-oh. That kind of stinks. Ow. Or is good, actually? Maybe they fight him instead? This could be a good thing. Yeah. Hit the Yeti statue. He sure looks mad. Come on, Curly! Nobody likes you. Alright. He down. It's time to bring old Yeti back. And let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, etc. Uh-oh. Them freaking rodents. Ay, 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 this guy. Alright, let's jump first, because at least we'll get ahead of the Yeti, and if this guy does an AoE counter, well, could really be screwed here, though. Oh, okay. Everything worked out better than expected. Didn't I buy some tents? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, Mog. Oh, you can have Golem too? Odin, Bahamut, Starlet. Let's do Zone Seek. For that sweet, sweet shell. And you can keep Kieran for right now, actually, because... Here, let's do this. Kind of bummed I never got to use that Valiant knife. You know... That's what happens sometimes. Alright, what do we got? sir, Behemoth. The nice thing about you... I was about to say I could use Merton, but Fire 3 is probably going to do just as much. And it's faster. Excuse me. Take that! I should have used Doom, not Fire. I don't have Doom. I'm off the hook. I didn't do anything wrong! Behemoth suit number 3 that I can't wear. Oh, I should have put the XP egg on her. Dang it. Alright, well, we are gonna do, she's got earrings and what else? Rage ring? Yeah. We're gonna do, the economizer. Since I don't have, that one thing. What's it called? Osmos? Or any other kind of stuff. We're going to go with an economizer. And she's just going to Merton the shells out of this stuff. Wow. Double down. Taking out Doomgaze. Basically immediately. Way to go, pal. Way to go. Alright. Who are my people? Ed. Ma, Gumaro. Alright, buddy, you're going down quick. I don't care what they say. Nice targeting, Umaro. I love it. Haha. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Well, here we are. Perfecto. Oh crap. What did I take off? Ed! What the heck, dude? What are you doing to me? I must have taken off that red jacket. It's right here! Right here, Ed! Alright, well, we're gonna just fix that before we get into this final battle. I'm not playing that game. It's my main offense, and his offense is based off HP, so... Dumbass. That's what you get, though. Krakow, Krakow. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? What a shameful run. I'm sure Doc clocked this at like 1:30 or something. Oh yeah, hit that guy. That's the one I need you to hit. Oof. Oof. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. That's how we're playing this, huh? Alright, well I'll try one more Doom and then after that we're attacking. Okay. Thank you so much! Should have put old Terra in the back row. Oh, I talked about that before. Still didn't do it. Can't do it all. Yeah, we are going to put you back row here, though, because I don't need you getting all beat up during 10 hits. Nice. Way to go. Do I have... mute? No. What am I doing with you now? Jumping? Why not? I guess we Merton. Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. I think I can get rid of Seizure with Remedy, maybe? Northern Cross! Don't you... oh, you... Thanks, FA. I knew Aunt Dot could do it, but I wasn't 100% sure about Remedy. But good to know. Not sure that I'll get a chance, but good to know. Oh, there we go. Funny thing about Southern Cross is it looks very icy, and yet it's ice and fire. Oh, a confused Yeti. Nobody wants to see that. Really? Really with this right now? That's what I get for not having mute. Should remember that for Stats Clyde. I did not have mute. But I did have instant death and calmness protection. Go ahead, hit me with the bolt. I don't care. Does this look like the face of somebody who cares about getting hit by a lightning bolt? I didn't think so. Hit me again! One. Miss! Miss! One! Etc. Ooh, aw. I was just about to say your quarter and hit nobody. But I was wrong. Oh, you didn't see that one coming, did you, Cracker Jack? Go ahead, dispel me, see if I care. I live for it. I live to be dispelled. It's my fave. Alright, here we go. All I have to do is have Edgar attack girl one time and it's over. Go ahead, use Merton, see if I care. I love it. I love getting hit by Merton. Makes me feel like a real man. See ya! And we'll jump, why not? We'll attack. Oh wait, who has... Must be Edgar that has it. Should have used this a long time ago. It's fine. Oh. I forgot to put it on. Oh, jeez. Whoa, jeez. Watch. Edgar's going to be the one that gets got. Just watch it. No, that's alright. I could deal with that. All this talk about... I think I checked both parties and said, that's okay, Terra can equip Gollum. She sure can. Except when you don't. It's alright. Edgar's my main killer anyway. This is going to be fine. And I have a Mega Elixir, so that's also going to be fine. He has Runic, so that's going to be fine. Let Homeboy land first. And then we're going to Runic because we don't have to worry about Ultima then. Because maybe little known fact, maybe mostly known fact, I don't know. You can Runic Ultima. Which is just fantastic. Oh, really? I guess I should do this. Can't trick me, Kefka. I'm keeping my homeboy on. Oh, there we go. Nice! $221. Ha, diggity dog.